Hello, my family. Welcome again to Direct TV, bringing you to the truth. Welcome, guys, to this special episode of my video today. And right in today's video, guys, I'm here again with the man of God, a person of the highest esteemed, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyalhilome, DSC, DD, guys. And in today's video, guys, I'm here because I've been posting some videos concerning the rapture of the church, and you know that a lot of people have been arguing, all right, if the rapture will happen before tribulation or tribulation will happen before the rapture of the church. Now, in this recent or video of Pastor Chris that I'm bringing to you, in this video, this particular one, all right, the man of God, Pastor Chris, is going to be touching on those issue, those particular subject that brings argument between Christians, because a lot of people don't understand, all right. And concerning the 666, the mark of the beast too, Pastor is going to be also spend some more light whether Christians are going to receive it or not. He's going to talk about it too in this particular video, guys. But before we dive into the video, all right, I'll quickly like to remind you guys, if this is your first time on my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel. And if you have not liked the video up to this point, please hit the like button, like today's video, guys. And then let's watch the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyalhilome. I'll be right back immediately after this video. Please watch this.
This is on the subject of eschatology, dealing with the end times. And it's quite a broad subject. And of course, I'm aware that there are those who say that the rapture will take place before the tribulation, and some say, now, by the way, when we say tribulation, we're dealing with the great tribulation, because there are different phases of tribulations throughout the church age. But then the Bible refers to the one that it calls the great tribulation. And there are those who say the rapture will take place before the tribulation. Some say during the tribulation, and some say at the end of the tribulation. But what we have to understand is that the period between the rapture of the church and the second coming of Christ has to be Daniel's week, that is between the 69th week and the 70th week. Now, it is important that we understand that the church age has to come to a close before the return of God's calendar to the Israelite nation. Very, very important, because he doesn't deal with both of them at the same time. He deals with the church, and then he returns to dealing with Israel. So evidently, what happens is the rapture of the church takes place before the Great Tribulation. But really, the Great Tribulation doesn't begin until the second half of the 7-year period, which the Bible refers to. So the rapture evidently will take place at the beginning of the 7-year period, because that's the time that the Antichrist is revealed. And at that period, God's timetable shifts over to dealing with the nation of Israel. So the church would have been taken away. Well, when we say the church, it's important to understand that there are others that will join the church. Now, throughout that period of the 7 years, there are other raptures that will take place. For example, the rapture of the 2 witnesses will take place. Then later on, you got the 144,000 that are all Jews. And the Bible talks about them. See, so these are different ones. But for the church as it is today, the rapture will take place at the beginning of the 7-year period. It's got to be so, because when you study in the book of Daniel, read Daniel chapter 9, you get some of these facts. And understanding that God deals with time. Even though he lives in eternity, he deals with human beings who are within the framework of time. And so he gives us such information that if you read the book of Hosea, read the book of Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, and Daniel, of course, and then the book of Revelation, all of this information is there. And in reality, when you study them, you cannot have, you wouldn't find contradictions, and you'll not be in any doubt as to when it take place. Now, the other question here is, will the mark of the beast be implanted on believers? No. Those who believe in Jesus Christ, knowing the purpose of the mark, will reject it. They will say no. Now remember, the church by this time has already gone. I mean the church as it is today, because I did say there are others who will believe in Jesus Christ during the tribulation period. Okay? So, because they believe, at the ending part of that, they're going to be part of the church. So, because they believe in Jesus Christ. But they will go through the tribulation. They will not receive the mark. And because they will not receive the mark, they will be persecuted. Because the instruction, the law in that time will be that no one will buy or sell except he has that mark. And how are you going to make it? See, the laws of different countries will be imposed on you. You've got to accept. If you don't accept, then you cannot buy, you cannot sell, you'll be prosecuted. Persecuted and prosecuted. So that's a real problem. But in spite of that, the Bible does tell us that a great multitude went through the great tribulation. So those of us who don't want to wait for the tribulation, we're working hard right now in preaching the gospel to the nations of the earth so that we can win a whole lot of people to Christ. Hallelujah.
Alright, my family, there you have it with the man of God by person of the highest him. I'm Reverend Dr. Chris Oyalhilome, DSC, DD, as he shared some light on those 3 points that Christians really need to understand. You know, these things are in the Bible, but many Christians don't actually search it out. So those are the 3 important things you need to know. So if you have been arguing whether or not the rapture is going to happen before the tribulation, I hope you have understand the difference between the tribulation and the great tribulation. Alright, this is very, very key, so that there will no more be confusion among Christians and some people that like arguing, guys. So I really believe that you are blessed in today's video. And then before you go, for those of you coming newly to my channel, just kindly hit the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel. And if you have not liked the video up to this point, please kindly hit the like button, like today's video, guys. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.